If you get every Periastron sword on Roblox, you unlock the most overpowered item in the entire game, the Rainbow Periastron, which gives you a giant laser that kills everyone in front of you without you even moving. It damages all the people around you. It gives you a shield that flings everybody away from you. You can create a black hole that sucks in and kills everybody around you. The only problem is these items cost millions of Robux, and I don't have millions of Robux. So instead, I'm going to try to trade for every Periastron item on Roblox to unlock the full Rainbow Periastron. Every time people figure out that I'm doing one of these challenges, they overcharge me. So we have to go for the most expensive ones first. Our first target is the Rainbow Periastron. But luckily, I didn't have to search very hard to find it because one of the people on my friends list was looking to trade it. So I decided to send him a trade for it. Not only is this item worth 800,000 Robux, but it gets a lot more than that in trades. So I had to give him a really big overpay. I started off by sending him 1.1 million with a Soviet Ushanka and the Dread Visage, which ended up being a 235,000 overpay, and I sent that. And even though he's my friend, he was not willing to give me a good deal. He countered me back with the Clockwork headphones and 200,000 Robux for the Rainbow Periastron, which obviously I did not take. So instead, I decided to counter and see if he was willing to do less. Instead of 167k, I sent only 80k Robux. But he ended up declining that one too. Since neither of us liked the offers, we thought of something even better. We'll do a coin flip on the Rainbow Periastron. 300k if it lands on tails. 400k if it lands on heads. That's the final deal. And either way, it's gonna be with Clockwork headphones and teddy bear hat. Let's do it. All right, we gotta land on tails, bro. We gotta land on tails. And on heads, bro, I didn't even flip it yet. I didn't even flip it. What do you mean? I didn't flip it yet. I opened the page. When I open the page, it automatically flips. That doesn't count. 3, 2, 1. Bro, how does it land on heads 3 times in a row? How does that happen? 3 times in a row? If it lands on heads one more time, I'm gonna delete my whole account. Oh, thank God. All right, so I'm not deleting my account, but 405, 405 is a little bit dragging it. We need to get that number down by 5k. We gotta get that number down a little bit, bro. Give me a tabby cat, I'll give you some Robux. Actually, wait, hold on. I gotta get this exact number. Wait, exactly 400k, bro. I gotta save every Robux at this point. All right, let's do it though. Bro, instantly accepted. He did not even take more than 2 seconds, bro. Instant accept. Oh my God. This one was a bit bittersweet because I got the most expensive item really quickly, but I gave way too much for it. Without all the other Periastrons, the Rainbow Periastron is still pretty overpowered, and you could still use it to destroy people. But let's go ahead and collect some of the other Periastrons to make it even better. If you guys are enjoying the video, please leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so help us get there. And after getting the Rainbow Periastron, I realized something really bad. The Rainbow Periastron actually isn't the most expensive one. It's the Ivory. Even though the value is less, the trades that this item gets are insane. It literally pulls 1 million plus overpays. And on top of that, it's super rare and there's only a few people on the entire game that are willing to even trade it. So the first thing I had to do was actually look for those people who wanted to trade it on Rollymons. I found every single owner of the item and I tried to add all the people who had it. And out of the 7 people I sent friend requests to, only 3 actually accepted. I started off by messaging this guy called Dalolix to see if he was willing to trade it to me. He was willing to trade it, but the problem was that he wanted a 1 million Robux overpay. However, I was actually able to talk him down into this trade right here, which was the Poison Horns for the Ivory and the Golden King of the Night. So it's 1.5 million for 910,000, which obviously is a lot less. But the only problem is the Poison Horns get like 350,000 on it. So this trade is a lot more than it seems. But then right after that, he actually ended up trading it to somebody else. He got a 780,000 overpay. He got the Peanut Butter Hair, the Black Iron Horns, the Ice Valkyrie, and the Silver King of the Night. So now there's one less copy for me to get and a huge overpay on it. So next, I DM'd this person, Meow Deary, and they said, "Hello, my good sir." And I replied that I was interested in the Ivory Periastron. and they just completely aired me and never responded to my message after that. So next I DM'd this dude with the interesting username. He asked me what I want to offer on it, and then when I told him what I wanted, he also just completely aired me. So clearly, I'm not good enough for the Ivory Periastron. And for the first time ever, I decided to quit on a challenge. Periastron set was just too difficult for me to get. Until one of those other people I tried to add actually added me back. And he messaged me saying that he wanted an 800,000 overpay, and then he decided to send me this trade. So it's an 850,000 overpay, the Midnight Blue Shaggy, and the Ivory Periastron for my Gold King of the Night, Yum, and Valkyrie Helm. This is literally the only offer that I've gotten on this item since I've been trying to get it. So I'm not even sure if I have a choice if I can actually decline this. And I decided to just wait. He sent me this trade in the morning, and I waited all day just thinking about this trade and whether or not I should actually accept it. Then about 8 hours later at 8 p.m., I finally came to my decision. I've been waiting all day for this. Oh man, 850k. Oh my god, is this even worth it though? Bro, I might have to though, that's the problem. This is the only way I can get Ivory. Welcome, Ivory Periastron. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, no, bruh. Minus 850k. And now that we have it, let's test out the Ivory Periastron. This is probably one of the most overpowered Periastrons. If you press E, it saves your position. Then when you press it again, it'll teleport you back to where you first pressed it, and will create an explosion that damages everybody in the area and flings them away. And if you press Q, it summons a meteor shower that kills everybody. If they didn't die from the first meteor shower, there's a second one that instantly kills everybody. So that's our second Periastron out of 8. Time to collect more to finish the set. Before I even had a chance to try and get the next Periastron, something happened. Luckily this time it's something good. The Ivory Periastron just rose by 400,000 Robux. When I traded for it, it was only worth 510,000, and now it's 910,000. So our trade wasn't actually that bad after all. And the next one I decided to go for was the Chartreuse Periastron, because there's been this dude approaching me every single day trying to trade it to me. And finally, I'm ready to get it from him. Pause. And he ended up sending me this. Chartreuse inbound for 109k, crazy trade, terrible trade. So I decided to completely counter the trade. I removed some items from his side, removed items from my side, and changed it from a 109k overpay to only a 75k overpay, and then I sent that. And he didn't end up taking my trade, but he offered me an even better one. He asked me if I could do the Chartreuse and the Sapphire Crystal Circlet for the Super Star Ivy Face and Prankster, and that would end up being 490k for 540k. So it was only a 50k overpay. But the only problem was I had to wait an hour because one of the items were still on hold.
1 hour later.
I'll just take it. I'm not even gonna wait too much on that. So we ended up giving the Prankster, the Super Ivy Face, and about 3,000 Robux for the Chartreuse Periastron and the Sapphire Crystal Circlet. Only 53k, which is honestly even less than I was ever expecting to give for this thing. Keep in mind that the Sapphire Crystal Circlet is also a really good item that pulls 40,000 overpays. So in reality, we only gave like 13k for this thing. I'm not gonna lie, the Chartreuse Periastron is probably the worst one. All it does is gives you a shield. That shield does make you invincible and does heal 30 health per second, but based on how overpowered the other ones are, this one isn't so great. But either way, we collected 3 out of the 8 Periastrons. And right after getting Chartreuse, I got an offer for the Amethyst Periastron, 437. I mean, that's interesting. I'm not too sure on it though. So let's go to encounter then. I'm just gonna take off the Ultimate Victory headband. That makes it 100k less and it'll only be 337. And let me just go ahead and send that, see what he says. As I was waiting for him to counter on the Amethyst, I found somebody in Trade Hangout with the Grim Gold. Wait. Someone here has Grim Gold. Who is it? Swappa FR. Swappa. Bro, let me get his thing, bro. It's on hold. Oh my god. Bro, why does it have to be on hold the one time? Off in 20 minutes? I'm down. Let me add him as a friend then.
20 minutes later.
This guy's sent me 53k. That's crazy too. These people with Grim Gold, man, just trying to tax me. This guy's wilding out. I'll do 30k. This guy is tripping, man. What is this guy sending me, man? This guy is severely tripping. So I decided to counter him and make it 34k overpay for the Grim Gold instead. He ended up accepting my trade, so we gave only 34,000 for the Grim Gold Periastron. I gave my Blue Queen of the Night, Skull Bandit, Green Queen of the Night for Grim Gold, Black Iron Antlers, and 1,000 Robux, which honestly wasn't even too bad. The Grim Gold Periastron, of course, is another super overpowered item. When you press Q while using it, it will show you where everybody is in the map. This item literally gives you infrared that can show you where every single person is. But anyways, that's our 4th Periastron collected already. Since we're 50% of the way done, I decided to take it easy and send trades out for the Noir Periastron. It's the cheapest, it has the most copies, so it's the easiest one to get. And after a while, somebody actually countered me back. This trade isn't even bad, but I don't want to trade this item, so I'll do it with a different item. That's the same value. I will do Viridian Hood, that's perfect. Basically the exact same trade. He even gets more in this trade, so let's do it. He didn't even end up accepting that trade, even though I gave him more. And this guy was so stingy. We countered back and forth. I swear it must have been at least like 6 or 7 times. But eventually, he ended up accepting this trade. Oh, there we go. So we have Noir. All right, very nice, very nice. We ended up giving 10.5k with the Blue Bandit top hat and the Black Knight helmet for the Noir Periastron. The Noir Periastron actually might be one of, if not the most overpowered of all of these items. When you press Q, your avatar goes completely invisible. You can run way faster and still kill people without them being able to know where you are. So it's pretty crazy. So that ends up being our 5th Periastron collected. And I actually forgot to mention that I might have potentially accidentally cheated in this challenge because I already own the Crimson Periastron and I've actually had it for a couple months now. Here's the trade that I actually got it in like 2 months ago. But either way, I'm gonna count that as my 6th Periastron collected. I don't care what you guys say in the comment section. It counts. The Crimson is also pretty good. It creates 5 giant lasers around you that spin and kill everybody in your vicinity. So after that, I decided to try and go back for the Amethyst Periastron again to the original guy who I was sending for. He told me that he wanted about 430k with the purple ice crown. Let's see, 400, you know? 400 isn't that far off 430. We could definitely do that, you know? Yeah, he doubled down, bro. He said he still wants more. That's tough. All right, he sent me 421, CF, Purple Ice Crown for Amethyst, Musica, and Adderite. Wait, since it's CF now, can you do less? All right, let me counter. He sent me 400k again, CF. I feel like 400k with CF is just not great. I will do less. I could do 380 with CF. I feel like that's fair. So he countered me back and yeah, it's 392 now, which I feel like is reasonable. It's 12k more than I sent. Well, I think this might be my only option. We're giving Purple Ice Crown CF for Kappa, Infernus, 2 Adderite, and 10k Robux after tax. I think I just have to go for it. Ah, man, bro. That hurts, bro. 392k overpay always hurts, bro. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The Amethyst Periastron is actually super useful. If you press Q, it'll disable all flying gears on Roblox, so everybody will just crash to the ground. And if you press E, it calls in a meteor strike that will kill everybody in a 512 by 512 radius. So that's our 7th Periastron collected, meaning that we only have 1 left. But that's not how we do it on the Highly Wanted channel, because there's actually a bunch more Periastron items. There's also the Joyful Periastron, the Fall Periastron, the Festive, the Periastron Crown, the Deluxe Periastron Crown, the Chartreuse Periastron Crown, the Crimson Periastron Crown, and the Noob Attack Periastron. They don't count towards the Rainbow Periastron, but they do count as Periastrons, so I'm still gonna get them. Otherwise, I'd be clickbaiting, and you know me. I've never clickbaited in my life. So I decided to go straight for the Periastron Crown, and I sent a 5k overpay on it with the Red Series Scar and a few small items. And after we went back and forth on a few counters, we ended up settling on this trade, where I gave 3.2k for the Periastron Crown with the Sirius Scarface, Bacon Crown, 8-bit Robux coin, and Subspace Trip Mine Wings. Then I decided to send it for the Noob Attack Periastron Punisher. It's only worth like 2,000 Robux, so I just sent a few smalls. And I ended up overpaying like only 200 Robux for it, which really isn't too bad. And the guy accepted really shortly after. Actually ended up being pretty good. This was definitely the easiest item to get, which makes a lot of sense. After that, I decided to mass send for the deluxe Periastron crown. This item isn't super good, but there aren't that many copies of it that exist. So I was having a little bit of trouble to actually find people who had it and were willing to trade it. But I ended up sending 4K overpays to all the people I sent to. After I was sending, one of my friends actually told me that he had this item and he was willing to trade it to me. So I decided to send him a 5K overpay for it and he pretty quickly accepted. So I gave the Joaquin's guitar, the Cape of Inspiration, the 2010 Roman candle, and a 5.3K overpay to get the deluxe Periastron crown. So we've already unlocked 3 out of the extra Periastron items. See, this trade had me excited for 1 second, bro. I saw a festive Periastron and I was like, oh my god, 13K? And then I realized it was for Roblocaster. Well, I can't do that, obviously, but I will send a counter real quick. He ended up countering me with this, and yeah, this trade actually isn't that bad. We got festive, 31K, I'll do it. Alright, we got the festive Periastron though. Actually, not even that bad. Only 31K really is decent. Ultimate victory, 3K Robux for festive, I'll take it. And I actually already have the chartreuse crown, so this is my 5th one collected. And after getting that, I decided to go for the joyful Periastron. The only problem is these people were wanting way too much on it. These people are just straight delusional, bro. Like, what is this, man? Get out of here, man. Like, I'm not gonna give 133,000. I'm not that crazy, bro. Get out of here. Then I got sent a trade for the fall Periastron. All right, what did he send me? 98. What I can do is I'll take off chartreuse and we got it. I'll do that. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get this thing for less than this. I mean, he's too stingy, bro. I can't do this. I really can't. Bro, 93 is already too much. I can't do more than that. I'm not gonna lie. I might just wait for somebody else if he can't do it. But he actually ended up accepting that trade. All right, I gave way too much for this thing, but you know what? Sometimes just the way life goes, bro. 93, my God, I am... All right, well, I just got scammed by myself. And then finally, I got the trade that I've been waiting all day for on the joyful Periastron. All right, but we'll take it. 56 is not too bad. I don't have this yet. All right, whatever, we're buying it. 4.7K, we gotta buy that. So that means we've collected the 8 additional Periastron items, and we only have 1 left to collect, the Azure Periastron. And after that, we'll have literally every Periastron item on Roblox, and we'll have the most overpowered item in the entire game. So there was this girl called Syntical who was trying to get rid of her Azure Periastron, so she was the first person that I sent to. Or let me send her. I don't know. It's probably a waste of my time, but I'll try. So basically, this entire challenge, I've been trying to send this girl a trade for the Azure Periastron, but she never ended up taking it. So I decided to just give her a 73,000 overpay, send that, and hope and pray that she would take it. I'm just gonna decline this. They asked me for 100K, I'm not doing it. I have officially decided I don't want their 100K. Trying to scam me, bro. Sending 70 to everybody and me 94. Get out of here, man. Like, there's no point. This is not even 94 either, because Roblocaster pulls like 50. So, if not more. That's why I said there was no point of sending to her. All she's trying to do is finesse. So at the end of the day, we still did not have the Azure Periastron, and she was only willing to do it for 100,000 Robux. And same with everybody else who owned it. Days of her sending me terrible trades. It's still a terrible trade, but it's 80K for Azure Periastron. Snow Queen Smile, Azure, Merle's Pink Sparkle Time, Vegetable Hat. For Gold Emperor, Telmon's Full Hammer, Playful Vamp, Gold Emperor. 79K is a lot, but I think you guys know what I have to do here. So that means we've officially collected every single Periastron item on Roblox. We have the Crimson Periastron Crown, the Chartreuse Periastron Crown, the Deluxe Periastron Crown, the regular Periastron Crown, the Festive Periastron Chi, the Fall Periastron Shi, whatever, however you pronounce that, Joyful Periastron Epsilon, Noir Periastron Psi, Grim Gold Periastron Beta, Azure Periastron Alpha, Crimson Periastron Mu, Chartreuse Periastron Gamma, the Amethyst Periastron Kappa, the Rainbow Periastron Omega, and of course the Ivory Periastron. My God. Bro, this is an expensive set, man. Now we can just bully all these little kids, bro. Bully all the little kids in here, bro. Die, die, die. All of you die. Get out of here, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just gonna bully all these little kids with the most OP. But die, die. Get out of here, bro. He killed me, bro. How did he kill me? He's in the middle of my thing, bro. I just sucked him, bro.
Stop it.
Let's see if this giant laser actually does anything, bro. Did I kill them? Oh, I think I did. Bro, I am 22-2 from this overpowered garbage that I'm using right now. Yo, you don't own that. Get out of here, bro. You don't have that. Get out of here, man. They stand no chance. They stand absolutely no chance. Goodbye. 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 Bro, this actually is not it. Let's call in the meteor strike. Kill all these little kids real quick. Oh, man, what is this guy doing, bro? Get out of here, man. You think you could kill me? Get out of here, bro. This was definitely worth it, bro. I get to bully these little kids all day. I finished that game going 53-5, which hopefully shows how overpowered these items are. To get every single one of the Periastrons, it costed me 6.4 million Robux. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Here are all the trades that we completed to get every single one of them. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe, share this video, anything you gotta do, because this is the most that I've ever spent on a YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.